All right, it's that time. It's time for Beyond Sight and Sound. Let's do this.
Hey boys and girls, we are going to talk about S&W shooters and prospectors. What is S&W shooters and prospectors?
We at S&W Shooters and Prospectors help people find treasure.
Did you say treasure?
Yes, treasure. Just listen to this amazing review from our happy customer, Jackie Sparrow.
Chocolate ship shape and a pleasure to deal with. I was able to buy everything that I needed at prices that were shillings less than others. I found my 9 pieces of 8 in no time. Savvy?
I know you're asking yourself, why should I shop at S&W Shooter and Prospectors?
Chuck Smalley has over 45 years of metal detecting experience. He works with each customer one-on-one to customize their setup to match their skill level.
So if you always dreamt of being a pirate, contact Chuck at S&W Shooters and Prospectors and he'll take a great deal for you.
Eye patch and rum not included.
Caution. Please do not operate motor vehicles or power equipment while under the influence of this show. Listening to this show could cause side effects such as bouts of laughter, violent binges of cabin fever, and even dreams of silver and gold. Please be advised. Now that the fine print is out of the way, on with the show.
All right, we're back. We're live. And I'll tell you what, there must be some folks out there hitting the notification bell or something, because past few episodes, I haven't even been dropping a post on Facebook. And people are still dropping in. Yeah, definitely. Dropping in. All right. So, let's see here. Let's go ahead and get Chuck in here first. There he is.
Hey, I see we got a full house. I see ORH, Frankie, Barb.
Yeah, Ian.
Yeah.
Marks.
Dennis is bowed out tonight. Marks is in. He's talking about umping.
Yeah.
What's up, Barbie? Anyway.
Yep.
Or
Dennis
18, yeah.
Dennis is out tonight, but he wanted to make sure that he kept everything on track. So he sent me the spot price about a half hour before the show. And I put that into the chat at the beginning. We're looking at $3,366.50 on gold, which is down $7.30, 2.2 or 0.22%. And then silver surprisingly didn't take all that big of a hit. It's still at it's still in that $38 range, $38.19 an ounce, which is not bad at all. And looks like it's not doing bad at all.
Right.
It's down 68 cents an ounce, or 1.55%. And that's courtesy of Dennis. Big shout out to Dennis. Always appreciated for keeping us
Yeah.
on track with it.
He's keeping us square.
Yeah. Jason Weir's in.
Hey,
And
Jason.
yeah, he likes to keep us up to date on that, and I'm sure the listeners like to stay up to date on that as well. Because it's been very interesting to watch this year.
Yes, it has. Yes, it has. And it'll stay interesting as long as the price doesn't
Yeah.
fluctuate too much. Of course, silver doesn't want to break that $40 value much. It's kind of
No,
stuck.
it doesn't, but it sure does seem to be hanging in there at the 38.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. And the coast out there, that monster of a hurricane's hanging off just enough where the bands are coming in close to coast, and they're getting some really, really huge surf and rip tides. And
Yeah.
I bet after
Yeah.
that thing goes, there's going to be people, because I was watching the national news and they were showing several different places where they got bulldozers out pushing sand up on the berms, which they try to protect that berm of those outer islands. And as they
Right.
push that sand up, it's pushing stuff in. I'm quite sure there's going to be people hitting that pretty hard. That would almost make a person want to take a road trip.
Yeah. Well, and I know of people that have done it before in
Oh
different
yeah, Barb
places.
was saying that she says she's only got an 8 hour drive. It's a lot longer for me to get to any coast, and but an 8 hour drive, hey, grab a motel room if you can find one and go.
Yeah,
It
it's
might be
only eight
worth it.
hours. Barb could do that with her eyes closed.
And Ian's going to a major battle or major skirmish site in Dunn, North Carolina this weekend, which was a battle site. So he might do pretty good. Hoping you good luck there, Ian.
Yeah.
And he's going Thursday, Friday to the beach.
Well, and this would be the time to do it. I mean, they're getting plenty of rain.
Yeah. And wind.
Yeah, unfortunately.
That's where he's at. Opposing wind cuts those beaches good.
Yeah. And I think what was that? Hatteras Island. I think
Yes.
that was a mandatory evacuation.
Yes. Yes.
That's about as close as a hurricane's going to get, though.
Well, I'll tell you what, North Carolina is fortunate that it's not getting hammered
Yeah.
right now. They've had
Yeah,
enough.
they've had enough. Yeah. But at least for us up here, it's I don't know if it's from what you're sending our way or if it's just part of the climate change that we see when hurricanes are around.
Yeah.
But things have cooled off. It's
Yes,
nice
it
to
has.
see.
I was sitting here just in a t-shirt, and we got a bit of a northwest wind. It's dropping down to low 60-ish, high 50s here tonight. But we're dropping
Yeah.
in on the weekend, Sunday night, into the 40s. So that's a little
Yeah.
taste of fall-like weather early.
Yeah, we've got that coming Monday night here, I believe.
Yep. So,
And it's a nice change of pace though.
after that heat, oh my God,
Yeah.
you didn't want to go out detecting. Even I get up
Uh-uh.
in the morning, and it was so thick. It was in the 80s when you got up.
Yeah. I mean, you'd get up and walk out of the house and it'd just
Uh huh.
smack you in the face.
Yes, it did.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I gotta say, I won't be sad to see all that excess heat go.
Right. Right. Hey, Randy, I see a pop on there.
Randy DeMario's in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Matter of
Yeah.
fact, since they had been getting some rain, he finally got back to the dirt recently and got himself another Merc.
Cool.
Yeah. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. But
So,
yeah, that seems to be about as close as Erin's gonna get. Uh,
but
which it was starting to pick up strength again, but I think it's still only back up to a Cat 4.
yeah.
Looks like Randy says it was 37D Merc that he hit.
There you go. I see Randy said that was a 37D Merc.
Right.
Yep. So, good. Somebody got some silver.
Yeah.
What I'm looking at going this weekend as this cool weather rolls in the mornings. Got the lawn mowed, everything all prepped up, and got a couple places I can go to. The ground is not dry; it's workable, and I'm going to hit a couple house sites. Finally,
Ah, there you go.
and one of them called and asked the other day, "When you coming over?" I said, "Not in that heat."
Yeah. Not today.
Yeah, I got one guy asked me to come. He's got a lost ring out there, and I told him I'd come look. He said, "Okay," but the ring's been lost for over 4 years.
Hmm.
Not something that he just dropped.
Hmm. Doesn't mean it can't be found.
No, doesn't mean. No, he's got a wedding band, just plain wedding band out there.
Hmm. I'd like to be able to get out, but I'm now that the weather's starting to cooperate, I got to hit the ground trying to catch up on things that need caught up on.
There you go.
And we're rolling into, the holiday at the end of the month. Football season has started for the schools in the area. Nights are getting cooler, so everybody's wanting to have fires, and I got a 40-foot log I got to cut up.
There you go. Jason, if I got stuff going on good, I'll do some lives.
Oh, he must be asking about the track.
No, Jason says we can't wait to see the Facebook lives.
Oh, for the detecting.
Yep. See if I can get back in the groove there and find a few things. It's not far from picking season now, so in fact, the big one of the big fields, well, several big fields around us were sweet corn, and they've already got that picked. So we'll see we'll see. There's a couple of them I'm waiting on. I nailed down a schoolyard in one. I know where it's at, but the group that owns it, the whole family are avid deer hunters, and they picked. October 1st opens bow, and if they aren't picked ahead of that, I gotta balance not being out there at certain times, and I got a window I can go out in it, and hopefully that it works out. We have decent enough weather. I can do a little bit of that.
Right. Looks like Kevin's wanting to know if the Mississippi's up. He says the Illinois River has risen about 3 feet.
We're up about a foot right now. We're going to go up another 1.5 feet and then sharply drop off again. The range to our northwest, and this pool is heavily affected by the Wapsipinicon River in Iowa, and they had more rains out there, and that holds this pool up. And but that's normal here is around 10 foot. We just got down just above normal, and we got those rains again, so it's going to jump. The total is going to be going almost to 14. It's at 12. It's jumped back to 12 now. It'll go up another 2 foot maybe, but nothing, no concern. Just covers all the sand.
Well, and that's, I had kind of noticed that too. It seems like here lately, when the bad weather is coming, Illinois, Iowa, Missouri, Wisconsin, Kansas, Indiana, Illinois, they're all getting their fair share of it. It seems like every time that's where Mother Nature wants to drop it.
Yeah, we just to the south, what they call the Interstate 80 corridor. Those storms ran that, and that's out where Kevin lives, out in LaSalle, Peru. Above them a little ways, south of them, they got hammered. They got a lot of rain. We got 2 inches on one, an inch on another, 3/4 on another. But to the north of us, they got 4 or 5 inch range. So we were kind of in the gap, and yeah, it affects it. But if we get a 10-foot jump, everybody else is screwed.
Right, look out.
Yeah. So it's up, but nothing major, no major stuff. So, but that hurricane laying out there, the aerial views and that. Of course, this weekend, it's a big weekend around here. We got our World Series of drag racing here in Cordova, and that draws up to 22,000 spectators. So the weekend's going to be, I'll let you know if I'm going to be on Sunday or not. We get a lot of calls.
Right.
And then Quad City Air Show's on, and they have the Thunderbirds, and they just showed up in town today and doing their flybys. We didn't see any practice around here today. We generally see them. They sweep out to the north. They'll loop over right about here and drop back to the airport and do their passes. So I expect to be seeing them the next couple of days, and if I'm lucky, know they're coming around. Generally, I can hear them. I'll try to get a flyby because they don't fly by too high here.
Yeah, I imagine that'd be a little difficult to catch.
They'll be a little bit west of us because of the nuke plant. They have to honor that fly zone.
Right,
there.
they have to stay away from that no fly.
Yep, but they'll come around out east, loop over us, then head west, then go back, hit Davenport Airport, which isn't by air miles. It's not that far.
No, that's not far at all from you.
Nope. And RH says he's seen the Thunderbirds many times. I have too. They come, they kind of rotate Blue Angels and Thunderbirds here at the air show every other year. And a lot of old aircraft will be coming in the next couple of days. I'll be seeing them, and they've got Or you can go up and B25 Mitchell. You can buy a ticket and take hops in that right now. That kind of
Oh,
stuff.
now that would be neat.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't look up the price. It scared me.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure it wasn't cheap.
No. You can still book them. Get online, book a flight, go over there and get on it. So that's what's going on in my neck of the woods. We will be busy. We crew Friday night 5 o'clock to end of the racing, and then Saturday night. So we'll have crews up at the site. So that takes some of the load off of running back and forth. They generally take care of a lot right there. Most of it's minor. This last year they had heat. It was hot. This year it's not going to be, so probably no heat exhaustion.
Well, that's a plus,
That's a plus.
because the way this heat has been, it sets in fast.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
Got to be careful.
Barb, Jill's doing pretty good. Thanks for asking. Oh, that's scary, Barb. You driving an ambulance. So, well, last week the Thunderbirds were at the air show in Chicago. And I don't know if you guys followed the news or not, but as they were doing their one show, they were putting the juice to them, and one of them broke the sound barrier just about Wrigley Field during a ball game, and they had
Oh,
cameras on. I mean, everybody was ducking. It was right over the stadium. But
nice.
oh yeah, that you can look that up. That's not the Cubs game. But then the news came out talking about the sonic booms and the broken windows in buildings.
Oops.
Oops. Hey, boys. Yeah, yeah. You got their attention.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yep. I'm quite
That'll do
sure.
it for sure.
I'm quite sure there were some upset people over that. And I'm talking houses,
Yeah.
cars. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
They
Not
put on the
good.
show. You asked for it, you got it.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Careful what you wish for.
That's right. So
That'll keep them on their toes.
look that up. That's worth a read. And the video at Wrigley from the Cubs dugout watching the guys dive for cover.
That had to have been a sight to see.
Yep. And yeah, a couple of them weren't impressed, I don't think.
No, I don't imagine so.
So anyway, moving right along. Yeah,
Every now and then, though, you
we're
just got to.
closer. Frank and I have been plotting our trip up there to Pearson, Wisconsin to Makajawan camp. It'll be
Yeah, that's right.
that's
Hopefully
coming.
you guys got your cart rented.
Yep, we got a cart rented.
Good.
Yep, got a side by side, and that'll help. We're going up on Friday morning because we go up on Thursday unless I'm fishing on Friday with Frank.
Mhm.
They don't no detecting's allowed on Friday.
Right.
Just Saturday, Sunday. So
Absolutely.
yep, we'll roll in Friday. I'm hoping to roll in Friday about 1-ish. Get things squared away, cut Frank loose with a fishing pole, and away we go.
Right. Which I got to be getting a hold of John or Ellen, because I believe we said we'd try to get them back on the show about a week before Makajawan.
Yeah, that'd probably be good. Yeah. I didn't see Ellen sign on here.
Just to cover any last minute updates or changes, anything like that they may have.
Yeah.
And that's going to be a good time.
Yeah, it is.
There's going to be lots to be found.
Now, being about 90 miles below the upper peninsula of Michigan in Wisconsin,
It's
and
going to be cool.
it's going to be, yeah. I'm planning to take some warm gear with me.
Bob Hollycross in the house.
Hey, Bob, did you hear your ears ringing, buddy?
He must have.
You must have. We were talking about you. We figured you'd be drooling over those beaches.
Yeah.
That wind
I
tearing it
know
up.
I would be if I was out there.
Yeah, we are. Checking it out after all this big blow you got out there. And Bob says he must have heard his ears ringing.
Well, that's all right. Keeps him on his toes that way.
Yeah. So, anyhow, that's what we got going. I'm gonna try and get out and dig a little bit and have a little fun.
Yeah. Well, and I'll tell you, it is. It's that time of the year. You know, schools
Yep.
are getting back into session and all of that.
Yes.
And unfortunately, it showed up in the news. Like our area, our schools just went back into session yesterday.
Yeah. Yep. Many of them here too.
Today in the news, there was a school over in Indiana that had to close school for the day already.
Too hot?
Mm-mm. Bus drivers showed up to run the route and found out that somebody had been in there overnight and cut the catalytic converters out of every one of the school buses.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, that's not going to be cheap.
No.
Tom Kingery in.
Hey,
Welcome
Tom.
aboard, Tom.
So,
Yeah. And, I mean, you know they can't take them to a scrapyard. All the scrapyards are going to be watching for those. And if somebody takes in a big pile, that's going to attract a lot of attention.
yeah.
So,
What do they get?
unfortunate.
Somebody told. What do they get for a used cat converter? Something like $100, or is it more?
You know, I can't remember anymore. I know
I don't
that
know.
they were paying pretty well for them. But then I know one of the area scrap yards around here, they were just, quite frankly, they were being absolute asses about it. They were taking all of them they could get, but they were only giving people like $4 or $5 a cat.
Right.
And it's like, come on now, you guys can do better than that. But I had heard that from a number of people.
Right.
Just, you know, they were, I don't know, working on derby cars or junking cars out or whatever, and they figured they'd take the cat and take that into the scrapyard separate, and they just, that particular scrapyard, they just weren't getting anything for them.
Let's see. ORH says, depending upon the catalytic converter, 100 to 500. I imagine a bus converter
It's a pretty big one.
is a pretty big one, a standard bus.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I would imagine that each one of those could fetch a pretty penny. But as soon as the whatever municipality was contacted and that report was filed, I'm sure the area scrap yards were put on notice, and ain't nobody going to be able to turn in a catalytic converter without all sorts of grief, I wouldn't think.
Right. Hmm.
And it's just unfortunate that that sort of stuff goes on. I mean, here it is, second or third day of school probably for these kids, and already they're missing school.
Man. Well, that's gotta happen. I mean, that's not something that they're going to rush out and have a bunch of extras for.
No, I wouldn't
Hope
think.
they got somewhere they could get buses to fill in until they're fixed. That's going to be expensive. Holy smoke!
Yeah, it doesn't matter which way you cut it, it's going to be expensive.
I'll bet there was some shock drivers when they hit the keys on those.
Yeah,
Whoa, boy.
yeah. Place got loud.
Real loud. Wow.
Oh yeah,
So,
yeah.
no,
It happens, unfortunately. But that's the way these things go sometimes.
that's right. That's right. So, well, hopefully they able to get them all back up and running. That all that does is every day that they miss, they have a certain number of days they can miss and still call it a
Before they're
full
into
school.
makeup days, yeah.
Yeah, then they go make up. All that does is hurt the kids.
Right. Yeah. So
And
somebody was looking for a quick buck, and I think they're going to find out they found a quick headache.
that's right. That's right. Well, what I'm getting a kick out of is DC, and they've been people posting that are so appreciative of what they've done to clean that area up right now. It's amazing.
Well,
So,
a lot of things going on.
yes, there is.
I know
Yes, there is.
we've been kind of keeping an eye on the news, but I mean that's been mainly due to all the been for whatever reason there's been a number of school bus accidents.
New drivers.
I'm not sure.
Hmm.
I'm
Barb
not
says
sure what the deal is.
the only reason they close schools around her is flooding and an inch of snow.
Right? Yeah,
Yeah, you get down below Kentucky, and they don't get a lot of snow.
no.
And if they talk snow in Georgia, it's like the end of the world's coming. Florida,
Yeah.
northern Florida, Alabama, some of those places.
Yeah. People wake up in Florida and they see snow and they got to rub their eyes. They can't tell if it's the beach or if it's snow.
There you go.
And then it's gone by what, 9:30 in the morning.
Right, right. Well, we've got detectable going to be happening over in England, and there are going to be some new machines posted.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting to see how
Yeah,
that
it
all
is.
pans
Yeah, it
out.
is. How that all shakes out. I got an invite. I don't know if I told you this or not, from Mind Lab to an event in London on the introduction of a new metal detector. Go to London, you could go to this and that, and I'm thinking, well, I'm not just flying there for that, but yeah. So they're making a big deal out of whatever it is they're introducing there. Now we know there's a Gold Monster 2000. In fact,
Right.
Debbie's got one up in Alaska right now,
Right
messing with
now, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty well knowledge. We know Deus is coming out with another machine.
Right.
We know Naka is coming out with machines.
Right.
So there's going to be a lot. They always do it over a detectable anymore, it seems like. So on the
Well,
introductions of them.
yeah, and I mean, if you're going to unveil a machine, well, that's a good place to do it. Just because of the draw that event has.
Yep.
So it'll be interesting to see how this all comes about.
Yep. Jason, I would love to go, but they aren't paying my way. Bark, I'll guarantee you she's using the 2000 when the fish aren't biting.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
So she's got work to do with that, and that'll be interesting. So see how that does.
Yeah, and then see how it stacks up in the field.
Right. Right. So I liked the Manicore while I was up there. Now I used the small 8-inch elliptical. I used the M9. The M9 did very well. And then I loaned the M9 over. Dan Witt was using it, and he got a real nice piece with it. And so the M9, did the best.
And still very respectable depth.
Yeah, respectable depth and lightweight.
Yeah.
And it took a beating. I mean, when you're detecting rock piles, they take a beating. When you're detecting road beds and that, they get beat up.
Oh, they've got to be durable for that environment, though. Otherwise, you're going to have that coil shredded. You're not going to make it a week.
Right.
But I would have to say that
Frank, I think that's a stretch. That would almost have to be a tie, buddy.
Yeah, I just saw that.
He has a lot of stuff.
But I would have to agree. I would say she's running the Gold Monster 2000.
Yeah, they're trying to get an idea how it's doing there, things like that.
Mm-hmm. Well, and I mean, hopefully she does. Hopefully she does quite well with it. I'd be interested to see how it does.
Yeah, we'll have to see.
I'm sure it'll do okay though.
Yep.
And we know that the Manicore, the Equinoxes, the SDCs, we know they all do well up there.
Right. Let's see. Jason's asking me, was that one of those new fire thermal imaging goggles that you were using the other day on your live? Fire department has a couple of pairs that they train with for fire rescue. Yeah, they're the newer ones. Ours were all they were all handheld, and they do a real good job.
I see.
And the name of those are called Seek, SEEK, SEEK. Yeah, we picked up the larger handheld unit and two of the personal size units, and then we have a couple bullards, and every fire team has one with them. The officer always carries one in.
Wow.
So,
well, and there again, those aren't cheap either necessarily.
no, our first one was a bullard that we bought. Man, we ended up getting a grant for it, and the first one back in the mid '90s we bought was a bullard, and if I'm not mistaken, we spent at that time $24,000 on it.
Wow.
And that had the transmitting capability. Our rescue had literally had a TV set, small one, mounted in the truck, turn it to channel 3, hit that to transmit, and it would pick up for a quarter mile what that thermal, if it was in a house or whatever, what that thermal imager was seeing. So officers outside could monitor what was going on inside.
But when you look at it in terms of safety and lives saved, well worth the cost.
Well, we had a towboat run aground on one of
And
the.
Witt's in the house, too.
Yeah, hey Dan, how's it going, brother? You ready to go back to Alaska, buddy? I am. Anyway, we had a towboat that had he had 15 barges on. It was a 154-foot motor vessel. He struck a wing dam, tore a 3 by 5 foot hole in the bottom of the towboat, and
Uh-oh.
it sank. But he had just put on 54,000 gallons of diesel fuel, and it was leaking.
Oh, boy.
And we were talking about that last night, but when we videoed, or when we were using the thermal imager as it got dark, the temperature difference of the diesel coming up was warmer than the water, and you could see that slick. And we were monitoring, we had booms out behind it, how effective it was to catch that. It was doing very well, and Bullard liked that. We sent it in. They thought that was pretty cool. And I was a quarter mile away as the guys were showing me that. I was watching it on, and I VHS hooked up to it. We recorded all that, and they could gauge loss, which we held the loss down. We got things shut off and that in the tug. I think they figured about 750 to 800 gallons, and we monitored it all night. And then they got in, and divers came and they boarded it up, pumped it out, floated it, hauled it to dry dock in Clinton, Iowa, and repaired it.
Wow.
So that's how they work. There's a lot of other things, search and rescue, things like that, and yeah, they're good to have. And Frank is reporting he got 39 custom made rods from Woody Fishing. Only use a fly rod and a spinning rod. Cool.
Well,
How many detectors do you have, Frank? I know it's not enough.
sounds like that's the same number for fishing rods.
I think it is too. Hello, Chris Gibson.
Hey, Chris.
So yeah. So I don't know how. Last week, I got called out Sunday. We got called out. I
Yeah,
went to
medical.
the station. Yeah, we had medical. How did it look in the station to you? Could you see the trucks? I couldn't tell what I was showing you.
Oh, yeah, they could see the trucks. I think they got a kick out of it.
I never played it back, so I just kind of wondered.
Right. Ohio Relic Hunter says, Chuck, we didn't have all that fancy
I
stuff
saw
back when I was in search and rescue. I imagine it's
Yeah.
going to take Frank a while to answer you back because he's probably still counting
You see, he's got it. 15.
dozens. Oh, 15.
Just 15.
Yeah, only. Not that many. It's only 15.
There you go. There you go. And Frank Barks wants Frank to go fish to Wisconsin for smallmouth bass. Oh, it ought to be an interesting trip then.
I'll bet he wouldn't
It'd
have
be
to
just like
twist.
Alaska. Frank disappears.
I'll bet he wouldn't have to twist Kevin or Clay's arms very hard to get him to go out fishing with him for a little bit.
No.
Yeah.
Frank's already got it figured out which week he wants to go next year, because the co-host starts that first solid week of August. That's the week the co-hosts run in.
Oh, so
Oh,
he's
yeah.
wanting week 2.
No, he wants week 1, the 31st through
1.
the 6th. Yeah.
Travis Dickian.
Oh my gosh.
Welcome aboard, Travis.
Hey Travis, how you doing, buddy? Missed you this year.
He's been pretty busy showing off that Mustang. He's won a few awards. Last one I think was top 20.
ORH said at one point he had 122 detectors at the same time. Then he thinned the herd. Must have been hitting all the yard sales, ORH.
He did hit yard sales and garage sales and Craigslist and estate sales and all sorts of it.
Well,
but that's funny, ORH, because that's almost as many as Chuck's got, only he can call his stock.
Mine's stock. If a new one shows up, Jill never says anything because it's inventory.
Right.
What's that? Another detector. Oh. Oh, that's the one I was looking for.
Yeah.
Used to be the same thing in the firearms. I got to do a lot of test shooting of inventory.
Well, you got to make sure they work.
There you go.
Got to play with them a little bit.
He also, when he was on the road, ORH buy them. He'd find them, or maybe guys had them. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because a lot of truck drivers would carry one in their side box.
Oh, yeah.
Just on the off chance that they would have time to stop somewhere and get out and detect a little bit. It'd give them a little bit of exercise.
You got it. That's good stuff.
Yeah. And then they get hard up for money or whatever. So jump on the CB, see if anybody's wanting to buy one. And next thing you know, there goes another.
Yep. So you find them still. I can't. Sometimes it's hard. I was at a yard sale with Jill back in March. Not a yard sale, but like an estate sale in a house.
Mm-hmm.
And they took pictures. They had 2 of the red box bounty hunters. You know what? If they're working, I might pick one of those up, or both of them. And they had a price tag of $75 on one and $50 on the other, because they were different models. I went up there. You had to be there, and you get a number from them early. Then you come back and you stand in line, and like 1 through 22 can go in the house, or 25. And then as people start coming out, they let more people in. Well, by the time I got in there, I got like number 60, and I thought we were there early.
They were gone.
They were gone. They were out of Dodge. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, especially if they were in good-looking condition. I mean,
they look nice on the photos. I mean, the photos look good.
Yeah, I mean, if they look nice, then chances are they probably didn't have a lot of time on them.
No.
So they probably still worked, unless, of course, they left the batteries in them or something.
No. Both said works underneath the photo. So.
Bark says Carnival people detect too. Well, yeah.
Well, yeah, they do, because if you go, there's a Fairgrounds Morrison. I'll get on that. And I know where those drop the quarter machines are, the slide.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And
where the old shooting ranges or arcade tents.
Yeah. And I got there the one time a few years back, the day they had breaking down and leaving, got permission, went in there, and they just lifted that, put everything together on that, and I was heading that way, and the guy said, "We already detected it all." Oh, okay. Well, if he detected it all, evidently he didn't know how to use it.
Didn't do very well.
No, I still think I picked up about $14, $15 because they put a mat and then drive across the mat. And I could see them as I walked up.
Okay. Yeah.
So, yeah. Well, it's always worth to pull in there. And if you're picking 7, 8, 9, $10 up, yeah, sure. I'll spend a few minutes pick up quarters.
Yeah, why not? I mean, when you can pick it up like that, might as well.
Yep.
I mean, speaking of carnivals, Steve Pacifico in the house.
Oh, how you doing, Stevie?
See, I've hunted plenty of fairgrounds and carnival sites after the rides have packed up and left, because it's, like you were saying, it's a good spot to look for clad, stuff like that. Great spot to look for jewelry.
Yep.
And I have dug far more than I would even begin to like to remember of spare parts for rides, that I understand why there are so many accidents with rides.
Wow. I got a question for Steve. Are you biting at the bit to get to the beaches after the big wind's going on there, buddy?
I don't know if New Jersey will be affected that much.
Well, they were showing South Jersey shores, and they had some
Oh.
they shut some of that down.
Oh yeah, I'll bet he's just itching to get back out there then.
Because they get sanded in so bad there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's planning his beach detecting now.
And
Hey,
you figure,
Steve, are all the South beaches closed at this point with the riptides and the waves?
yeah, I was going to say, you figure with the storm surge, that's going to be dragging a lot of sand off the beach, I would think.
Well, it can work both ways. It can sand them in or it can
Yeah,
pull it off. It all depends
it
upon the
can. It
direction of
all just
flow.
depends.
So,
That's why it pays to know the conditions of the beach.
right.
Because if it brings it in, yeah, you may be able to find some things, but
Mm-hmm.
cards are kind of stacked against you
Yeah, his
unless
beaches
you get
are.
into the
Steve,
right
Steve
spot.
says the beaches are closed, mostly all New Jersey.
Okay.
Yep.
So basically, he's just waiting for him to open back up, and then he's going to go to town. He was out on a beach somewhere here not too long ago, and he did very well for himself too.
Good. He needs that.
Yeah.
Get Ronnie
Yeah.
out there, Steve.
Yeah, he might.
Oh, come on. I know better than that,
Ah,
Steve.
I don't buy that for a minute.
No, you find stuff. Sometimes it's
Yep.
not a lot of stuff, but you find stuff. I know those beaches with all the people hitting them get thin, but
Yeah. And I've seen the pictures with the rings.
mm-hmm.
Now, granted, we can go out and hit a beach and maybe find half a dozen rings, and most of them be bling, but all it takes is one good one.
Ooh, yeah, ORH is saying he saw a weatherman show how much erosion was taking place, up to 5-foot cuts.
Nice.
Yeah,
Looks like Steve says Ronnie's hitting it next week too.
yep, yep. I imagine you guys would be burning rubber getting down the road, man. Thorson, Jersey, that's about 3 mile an hour.
Right.
Oh, traffic.
Yeah, I would say they're excited, and
Well, I'll bet. I would
like
be.
we said, with it cooling down,
Yeah.
great time to get out there.
Well, keep us posted there, Steve-O. Let us know how you did.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm sure those of us that are in Detect America will probably see a post up on the page somewhere if he finds much of anything.
Yeah. Good luck to you, buddy. Do well. Too well. Get Ronnie out there. You guys will tear it up.
Yep. Yeah, Steve's got a good point. He says won't be any swimmers in their way.
No, no.
You do
You're
have
right. You're right, brother.
Yeah.
That's funny.
You guys will have the beach all to yourselves.
There you go.
It'll be a grand time.
Yeah.
And I see
That
Randy.
ought to kick up some old stuff if it's getting deep cuts like that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it will.
Yeah.
Of course, some of those Jersey beaches, it's getting a deep cut like that.
Well, if
Going
he's
to be a
doing good,
lot of iron to weed through.
we should get Steve on the show and he can tell us all about it.
Yeah, we may have to do that.
Yeah.
What do you think about that, Steve? See, Randy DeMario says a lot of tungsten and stainless
Yeah, I
rings
saw
out
that.
there. Yeah, and he's right. I mean, it's cheap jewelry. A lot of people don't want to have to put much money into their jewelry because it gets lost, things don't work out, whatever.
Oh, he said he can grace us with his present.
Well,
okay.
well,
Okay.
don't threaten me.
All right. We'll
We
plan on
just
it,
may
buddy.
have to call you on that, Steve,
Now
and take
you
you up.
cannot have any excuses because my big toe hurts and I couldn't find nothing, or go out, or it was 10 degrees colder than I'm normal to. You got to go
Right.
out and find something.
Yep, the pressure's on now.
Pressure's on. Okay. Well, my friend, it's about the witching hour. It's getting to be time to go in and have some cookies and relax.
Cookies.
Yeah, fresh chocolate chip.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. I didn't want to eat in front of y'all, so I had to wait.
Yep, Joe said couldn't do that. Didn't bring enough for the rest of the class. Yeah, that's the way it goes.
Yep.
Well, and I probably ought to see about collecting up some wood tomorrow too. So
yeah, get busy. They're still smoking meat.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
People are still doing that. People are still wanting firewood. And
right.
If I'm not selling that stuff, I'm selling other items or working on other projects. I had a buddy call me when we were on our way back home from swing into summer, said he was dropping a generator off because it wasn't working right for him. Took a while to get the parts in, but he finally picked that up last week, so I got that out of my way.
Yeah, you mentioned that generator before, so you got it running. Got it fixed.
Yep. It's powering the whole camper now.
Good.
And then he tells me the other night he kind of threw me under the bus because he was talking about he got his generator back and what it had been doing, and buddy that he was talking to said that's exactly what that one's doing. So I may have another one showing up. In the meantime, though, I got a pressure washer done and got that put up. So trying to get things cleaned up and out of the way.
There you go. I'm going to have to start splitting some wood, but
yep,
we got quite a bit set back already. I just got to load of mixed hardwoods. I'm going to split them up, put them down below, and be ready for November, December, January, February. Oh boy.
Yeah. As much as I hate to admit it, it could be coming early this year. I hope not. I hope not.
Well, buddy, thanks for having me on. Good seeing Steve made the cut tonight and got on with us.
Yeah.
We'll
have to, and we'll have to hold him to that. Yep, we'll have to
Yep.
hold him to that. Make sure that he gets out and finds something. That way he's got something to talk about other than everything that Ronnie got.
Yep. 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 Everybody have a great night. I'm going to get out of here. Randy DeMario. Night, buddy. I see that. Steve-O. All the rest of you, get out and find something. I'm going to try that tomorrow and the next day. Have a great one. Thanks for having me on, Josh.
We'll see you, Chuck.
See you, brother. Bye.
All right. Well, so hopefully anybody that is kind of in the course of the outer bands of the hurricane, hopefully they stay safe, stay dry. Yeah, that's right, Steve. And let me tell you, some days it seems like a lot of wood. But, you know, about 3 bundles a day, huh? Unfortunately, some days it has to be more than that, even. So, hey, what do you do? What do you do? Either way, we'll see what happens. The last I checked, Erin has picked up some steam. She's back up to a Cat 4. We'll see what it does to the beaches. And hopefully those that did have to be mandatorily evacuated stay safe as well. Either way, we're going to get on out of here, folks. If you enjoyed the show, throw us a like. You can follow us here, Beyond Sight and Sound on YouTube, Beyond Sight and Sound on Facebook, Metal Detecting Beyond Sight and Sound Facebook group. All the podcast distribution services out there that suit your fancy. Subscribe, hit the notification bell, all that happy jazz. Have a wonderful evening. We're out of here. We sure are glad you found us here tonight. Thanks for dropping by and joining in. If you like metal detecting, treasure hunting, gold prospecting, or even entertaining discussion, check us out Wednesdays and Sundays, 8 p.m. Eastern, on your favorite podcast distribution services.